Hello and welcome to my new travel series. Let me quickly explain the 3 simple rules. 1. I've got a budget of £250. That's to get everything: flights, accommodation, transfers, food, entertainment, everything for £250. If I go over it, I can't eat. 2. It has to be a minimum of 2 nights. And 3. It has to be outside of the UK and Ireland. Very simple, but can it be done? I'm not too sure. This is my first one. Let me tell you where I've booked and how much it's cost me so far. Where we're going is Kraków in Poland, and the return flights here cost me £65.98. That's flying out on a Tuesday, coming back on a Friday. So 3 nights in Kraków, just under £66. Now the accommodation, this is what I'm a bit scared of. So the accommodation only cost me £33.82, just over £11 a night. I'm a bit scared to what these look like, to be honest. It's a good location, right in the kind of city centre, but for £11 a night, I'm not expecting much. It's not a hostel, I've got my own room, but it is a shared bathroom. So we should get there about 10 o'clock tonight, and I'll show you what it's like. So the budget starts as soon as I hit the airport. So unfortunately the first casualty was the airport pint, my favourite pint. I have made it. I am in Kraków. Now the good thing about flying into Kraków is, if you want to get the train into the city, it's like attached to the airport and there's signs everywhere. And just like that, we are heading into the centre of Kraków. Right, so we're on the train now into the city centre, and let me see, it was £4.08 to get through. Not too bad. So first stop, food, any kind of food, and then we'll go and see the hotel. Oh my god, see, walking up these, is this on? Or does that go on when you stand on it? That was genuinely one of the most disorientating things in my life. So this is where I want to go. Stay at Miasto. Now I know I'm butchering that pronunciation, but that is the old town, and that is where I want to go. Oh, your man spilt his chips. Right, so I found the exit to this bloody station / shopping mall, and here we go. Whoa. Now you might not be able to see it because it's quite dark, but this looks cool. Right, here we go. We have made it. A couple of hours delayed, but that's okay. Now the challenge begins. We've had £4 taking out the budget for the train, which actually I don't think is too bad. Look at this wee sculpture here. We'll go and get something to eat. I'll show you the hotel, and then we'll call it a night there. I want to get up early and do a lot of exploring. Right, so I searched for my hotel. It's about a 12-minute walk, so that's fine. That is fine. There is a lot of trams going down that way, but we're on a budget. We are on a budget. What was an oversight was the fact that I bought new shoes to come here, and already my feet are killing me. So a wee word to the wise: don't get new shoes for coming on a wee city break where you're going to be doing a lot of walking. Oh, scooters. Should I get a scooter? No. Whoa, look at this thing. That is cool. That is cool. I'm trying to walk to my hotel, but I keep seeing cool stuff. Look, I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the dark, but up in the corner there, there's like a wee angel up in the corner, and then there's this big statue here. I don't know if yous are seeing what I'm seeing yet, but I am seeing Effie's Kebab. This could be the place. I feel like we won't have a lot of options at this time of night, so an Effie's Kebab it is. Right, okay, we've got a kebab, we've got some water for the room, and we have a wee fruit juice as well. And that came to $7.95. This is the first thing I have eaten since breakfast, and it is 10:30 at night. So that's me done in the kebab shop, and it was amazing. That poor wee kebab never stood a chance. I'm just a few minutes from the hotel now. So for £11 a night, let's see what you get in the old town of Kraków. Right, so I managed to find my apartment. Now it looks pretty nice so far. Old stained glass windows. Oh, that's scary. Oh no, there's a pram out there and all. We want to go to floor 3, apartment 28, room 4. So far so good. The kind of lobby of the wee apartment building looks nice, so promising. So this is telling me to go to floor 3, apartment 28, room 4. There is no apartment 28. Oh, 22? What? 22. I am so confused. Maybe I need to go down this scary corridor. Right, a wee light on would be fantastic right about now. So I'm hoping that I've just got in the wrong lift, and this one takes me to the room. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, okay, I might have had this wrong actually. See the kind of nice foyer and stuff that we were in? I don't think that's actually our apartments. See the mad graffiti place that we walked past earlier? I think this is it. I was thinking £11 a night, that's pretty good. This looks more like it. Right, okay, this is it. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. Right, let's go and have a wee look together, shall we? Okay. Oh, there's a lift there. Oh. Right, well it would appear that I've booked 3 nights in a crack den in Kraków. So there you go. Listen, it'll be nothing if not interesting. Okay, right, here we go to the... Oh magic, it's lovely and dark in here. That's good, that's good. Any lights? No, why would there be lights? Why would there be lights? Right. Oh, there is lights. 39, 28. nice wee cockroach. Ever do something at the time and think it's a good idea, and then you think, oh right, okay, I regret every decision I've ever made in my life? That's me right now. So did we all see that cockroach in the kitchen then, aye? Out on the worktop? I'm just going to sit here for a while and have a long, hard think about what I've done. Would you like a tour? Right, so I'll start off with that artwork. Ample storage space. You have behind there a door to somebody else's room. You have this that is ready to go at any minute. Okay, I'll put that back. Here you go, you've got a lovely wee bedside table. You have your sockets and stuff here. And if you're staying here, I hope you like all the stains on the walls. That is a lovely wee addition. We have some more over here, some scuffs. Right, there's actually still a bottle cap in there as well. So that's obviously not been emptied. I mean, that is just thick with frost. Oh, there's a wee dead fly. Right, okay. I don't know what the hell's going on with this window. And they're all ripped and stained. Oh, help me, Mary. Help me. Now, I may look at the budget to see if I can afford to get anywhere nicer, because this is bogging. Right, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of my t-shirts, put it onto the pillowcases, because these look well worn. I'm going to lie on a set of the covers and I'll use another set as covers. Listen, it might not be too bad in the morning. Might be nice beautiful views and the cockroaches might be quite friendly. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it a night here. Wish me luck. Good morning, guys. I survived. Thanks to Mary. Mary slash the Flash. I don't really know what's going on there. But anyway, this was a horrible night's sleep, to be honest. I just kept thinking about all the cockroaches. There's like dead insects all around. This morning when I went in to brush my teeth, again, insects just crawling about everywhere. So there's been a wee update. So I phoned booking and I was like, this place is bogging, right? Absolutely bogging. I'm not staying here for another 2 nights. I'm going to book somewhere else and I want a refund for here because it's barking. So they said fair enough, so I'm getting refunded for this, and I've booked a new place which I'm going to go to in a few hours. So I'll need to sit down and work this out, but the new place is a bit more expensive, so there's a wee bit more out of the budget. But let's go and get a coffee and we'll work it all out. But before we go, I'll show you the rest of the place in the daytime. So, my time at the crack den has come to an end, I'm afraid. Everybody say bye to the crack den, bye. Nah, I'm usually not too precious with stuff like this, like, if it's a bit sketchy or whatever. Like, these things tend to be okay, but, just when there's wee cockroaches and that running about, no thanks. It was like a bush tucker trial. I don't think I'll be able to check into the other place yet, 'cause it's only like 10 in the morning, but we'll have a wee walk about anyway. A nice sunny morning here in Kraków. So like that's where I was staying there. It's a good location. I think some of the apartments in there might be nice, but not my one. Absolutely stinking. So if you're going to do this, maybe don't go for the cheapest accommodation, maybe go like 1 or 2 up from that. How much are the...
4 złotych.
Right, perfect.
Yeah.
Can I take one,
And
please?
cheese and sesame and poppy seed.
Oh, cheese?
Cheese, okay.
Please. I've got the Glex on because it is nice and sunny here in Poland. By the way, if you've never been to Kraków, just go. It is honestly so beautiful. Every street you walk up is amazing. If you're into all your history and sightseeing, it's amazing. So I bought like a wee kind of pretzel type thing. 4 zloty, so it's at like 80 pence or something. Very, very cheap breakfast. I've never tried one though, so I'll let you know how it is. It's like a cheese one. Not too bad, by the way. Fills a hole in a very, very cheap way to get your breakfast done. Something quite nice about doing the budget series. If you're coming here with a lot of money, you can just go and sit in like any day places and they'll all be nice and it'll be like the same price back home. But if you're on a budget, you eat wee random local things like this and it's good. Nearly took out a wee nun there. I believe that all those kind of, not shields, but all of these things up there are all different parts of Poland. So this is Krakow's main square, or this is the old town square anyway. That's where the wee market is, where we were. Right, so we have a wee pretzel, let's go and find a coffee. Then we can work out exactly how much we have left after the full accommodation scandal. Let's find a nice coffee, preferably in the sun. Right, so I found a nice wee place here, just out on the street, having a wee coffee. Right, and I'll show you my view. This guy here, he is like the rep for in here, he's trying to get people in. And he's very, very funny. So he's my entertainment as I'm having my coffee, which is lovely by the way. Is this annoying some of you how there's a handle there and I'm picking it up like that? Right, sorry. So I've been doing the calculations of how much I have left after the full accommodation scandal, fiasco. So this is my thinking, right? Let's say I get refunded for 2 nights, right? So I booked 3. I technically did stay there 1 night, so let's say they refund me for 2 nights. That would be £22.63 I'll be getting back. Now, the new accommodation for tonight and tomorrow night cost me £53.31. Now, what I'm going to do is take about £7.52 off that, and that will get us back to the airport. So, we've got £50 a day, £50 today, £50 tomorrow. Not too bad. So £50 in Polish currency, which is the zloty, is about 247 zloty. That's to do me all day. If I want to have a few beers, I might need to go to the shop, get a few cans out the shop, go to a park, go somewhere nice and drink them. If I can get a beer for 10 zloty, that's about 24 beers. That'll do me. Across from me here is Pizzatopia. I've tried that before, and to this day it was the best pizza I've ever had in my life. So I'm going to try and have that for dinner. But up until then, I'm just going to relax. I'll walk to my hotel and I can put my bag in, all the camera equipment and stuff. That was another thing about the other accommodation. I didn't feel safe leaving all my stuff. This could be you for £250. Put away a wee £50 a week if you can. You could be doing this every 5 weeks. See a new part of the world. You could be chilling out in a sunny street, having a coffee. Right, check-in from 3 o'clock, so I can't check into my new place until 3, so I need to kill some time until then. Let me see if they do beer in here actually. Oh, do they do beer? Oh, I just got myself all excited there. There's a lot of like nuns and monks and stuff walking about Kraków. There's another one now, look, just as I've said that, a young one. I caved, I got myself a beer. So there's a bottle of beer. So it's £19.50, which is what, just under £4. Fantastic, thank you. Okay, I don't think I've ordered a beer. I think I've maybe ordered a cider, look. Moment of truth. I've ordered a cider. Okay, well done Martin. Oh look, there's more monks, look. Absolutely monk daft up here. Oh, it's not a beer. It is not a beer, but listen, it's lovely. Be grateful, be grateful. I'm on holiday, I'm sitting in a nice wee street in Kraków. Can't believe I've spent £4 in my budget on a cider. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing the same clothes as yesterday, there's going to be a lot of that on this trip. There was limited space for clothes in the bag with all the camera equipment, and I've got the drone and everything. It's pants and socks and that's about it. That woman's got her jumper inside out. Should I tell her? No, not tell her. Should I? No. Would I want to know? Yes. Oh, it's really inside out. I mean, it can't get any more inside out than inside out, but it's the label's flapping in the wind. I'll leave it. Right, okay, so I'm done with that wee cafe. Now, what I got in there was, well, what I thought was a beer, turned out to be a cider, and a coffee. Now that came in £9.16, which is absolutely devastating for the budget. And I went to the wee supermarket to get a few beers, so I get 3 beers there for £2.61. That's including the bag that they came with. So, much more budget friendly. Now I'm going to chill in the wee park, get the drone out, get some cool footage of this, have a few beers, and that should kill some time up until 3 o'clock when we can check in to our new hotel. When I had the drone up, I seen like a kind of big wheel type thing, like a big Ferris wheel, just down at the river. So I'm going to go and check that out. It's just a wee 10-minute walk from where I am, so I'll go and check that out and see what it's all about. Well, I was just about to say how beautiful Kraków is. I know I'm walking past a lot of buildings with graffiti on it, but honestly it is one of the most, if not the most, beautiful city I've ever been to. And on my next £250 series, I think it's going to be hard to beat, but listen, let me know in the comments if there's anywhere more beautiful than Kraków. Right, so I think that at the weekend and stuff, all these wee food markets and that's open, and it's like quite a bustling wee square, but this is a Wednesday afternoon, so there's not much happening. Here's somebody getting a wee photo shoot. Let's find a nice wee spot. We'll park our arse and we'll have a wee brewski. Right, I've been sitting on this wee bench for about, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour or something. Just having a few beers, watching life go by and listening to music. Now I understand for some of you this might look very boring and not a way to spend a few days away in another city, but for me, this is bliss. I've had a great hour here for like £2. Can't beat it. A good way to get about Kraków, see a lot more and do it quicker is with these wee Lime scooters. Now, I went on to the wee Lime app and you can sign up for like a kind of premium member, which is like 10 zloty, so like it was £2.05. So basically you don't need to pay to unlock it, and every journey up until 20 minutes is only 4 zloty, which is like, I don't know, between 60 and 80 pence or something. So I've bought the wee premium thing, so that's £2.05 off the budget. However, it's going to be a cheap way for us to get about the city quickly. So there's a cool wee kind of rotunda place that does like food and stuff like that. So we're going to go, it's a 16-minute walk, but I'm going to take one of the wee scooters. We should be there in kind of 5-10 minutes. Right, so that cost me 82 pence to get here on my wee Lime scooter, and it only took about 5 minutes, so that is ideal. Now this is the wee rotunda bit I was telling you about, and I'm going to get some Polish food called zapiakenka, I do believe, and it's kind of like a pizza baguette type thing. I'll go and get one and I'll show you what it's like. Right, there we go, so that's ordered. We'll just have a wee look around the markets. I've actually been here before and I bought like an old pre-war Polish coin from this guy right here actually. I might get something else as a wee souvenir. Right, we're in the new room, which is night and day compared to the last one. I'll give you a wee tour. First of all the clothes and everything's much nicer. Big mirror here. Hello. We've got a wee Marilyn Monroe, so we've went from Mary to Marilyn. We've got our own private bathroom. What I like about this one is there is no mould in the ceiling. There is no insects about. Look at this, this is quite alright. Now coming in here, you've got a wee dining table. We've got a kind of kitchen set up here. Now, this apartment is huge. We've got a double bed here with a TV, another big window. There's Marilyn again. We've got another dining table with kind of some English type things going on here. And then we've got another big Marilyn and another 2 double beds. So bearing in mind the place before with the graffiti and the burst doors that have clearly been kicked in and the cockroaches was £11 a night. This one is £25 a night. Which, I mean, it's not a massive jump. Well, I know it's more than double. However, £25 per night for a hotel in a central location isn't actually too bad. Plus, I've got 3 double beds, I've got my own shower, I've got my own kitchen. This is much better. This is much better. Let's see what the beds are like. Oh my god, that's actually okay. So, what I'm actually going to do is get a shower. I want to get a shower and wash that last place off me. I've got one beer left, I'll have that in the shower. We'll come out, we'll get ready. Wait and I'll tell you how much we've got left. So we've still got about £30 left, which is about 150 zloty. I think with that £30 we can go out, just get beers now, and then maybe a kebab on the way home. This could work. This could work. Right, we're back. I am showered, done a wee bit of editing in the room, a wee bit of work on the laptop, and now we're ready to go out. So it's 7 o'clock now. Perfect time to go out and get a few bevies. So we're just 1 minute away now from the first pub, which I won't be able to pronounce, so I'll just show you the sign. Right here. So this is a local beer called Varka, I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry to any of my Polish subscribers. Dare I say it, kind of similar to Tennant's. You can get 4 shots for under a £5. Again, that's a bargain. That is a bargain. If you're out here on a night out, you're not going to spend much, but you're going to be very drunk. Right, we're finished in pub number 1. Let's move on to another one, see if we can find a cheaper pint than that. So what was that? 13 zloty for a full pint? Well, they say a full pint. I feel like it's only in the UK you get a full pint. Everywhere else, 3/4 of a pint, then a quarter head. This is the Old Town Square where I was earlier, but it's definitely getting busier now. The buildings are all lit up, and then there's the big building where the market is inside. I can hear music coming from down here. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm going to find out. Oh look, there's people dancing. If you don't drink alcohol, this will be much easier. This is where all the money's spent, on beer. If you didn't drink alcohol at all, actually, I think you could do this quite easily. Really enjoy yourself, go for nice food, and you would be well under the £250 budget. Me, I'm Scottish, so I can't go away without having a few pints. It's just in my DNA. Right, I've jumped into this bar now. Sorry for the quick transition, I left that bar, came right into this bar. Now, it's a different name, but I feel like this bar is owned by the same people. It's all like the same menus, but a wee bit cheaper. Instead of 13 zloty for a pint, it's 12.50. So anyway, I've got another pint of Varka. I was told it was Varka. And I've got a hot dog coming my way. Now what I will say, right, this is where it gets less family friendly. So if there is any young ears there or easily offendable people, shut your ears now. On the way here, and I've maybe walked about not even 5 minutes from the last place, I have been invited into at least 5 or 6 different gentlemen's clubs, shall we say, with the promise of Again, if you're easily offended, shut your ears now, but beers and big titties, and also the promise of a pussycopter show. I don't really know what that is. I can kinda imagine it's a wee bit seedy at night that way. If you're in a couple or whatever, it should be alright, but a guy walking about in himself, it's like flies round shite. But maybe that's your thing. Maybe that's your thing and you think, do you know what? That sounds magic. To be fair, one of the guys did say to me, we're doing 1 beer and 2 vodkas for 33 zloty, which is £6.60 for a beer, 2 vodkas and free entry into a Brest bar. But they're not dead pushy, it's like they offer it and you say no and they're fine with it. So it's not like, say like if you're walking up the strip in like Magaluf or something, they're really, really on you. It's not like that here, it's kind of, do you want to come in? Breasts, sir? And then you say no and they're like, yeah, that's fine. This is the kind of travel advice you don't get anywhere else. We proper hot dog. Right, okay, so I'm done in that pub. I have scooted on down to the Jewish quarter because I heard there's a lot of cool kind of bars there. Bloody Paul Craig, what are you doing here? Well, the Bear Jewish quarter, it's all making sense. Anyway, it cost me $1.64 to come down here via scooter. So, take that off the budget. And then now, we're going to try and find some bars, but I don't know where any of the bars are. I kind of googled it and it said this is where cool bars are. It just kind of seems sketchy. And literally everything's just graffiti. But anyway, we'll find something cool. Let's go. Probably the coolest pub I've been on. There's a guy on the decks spinning vinyls. £4 a pint, bit pricey, don't even know what it is, and it's in a nondescript glass. Good music. I'll hang about here for one and then we'll go on to the next. I'm actually only a 6-minute walk from my hotel, and in the middle of me and my hotel is a Pizzatopia. Now, what I'm thinking is I call it here, right, this is my last pub, I go and get a Pizzatopia, still within my budget, I think, actually maybe a wee bit under my budget, and then tomorrow I've got even more to spend. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Oh, I think that guy just farted on the way in. Right, so for reference, this is the wee rotunda bit I was at earlier. The street with all the cool bars is just there, down there. Rotunda, street with cool bars, away down there, and then it's up and down that way. Anyway, here is Pizzatopia. I am away in to create the world's best pizza. So the last time I was here I got like this white sauce. Rather than a pizza sauce I get a white sauce. Sounds mental, but amazing. As many as I want? Can I get...
Even all of them?
All of them, please. All of them. Yeah. Let's go. What cheeses do you have? Blue cheese, mozzarella, Gouda, Blue cheese,
mozzarella,
medium mozzarella,
smoked Gouda,
smoked Gouda.
and green.
Fantastic. Should I go for chicken, roast beef, chorizo, salami, ham and smoked bacon? I kind of feel like I need to just to see what it looks like. So I'm not doing this out of greed, I'm doing this out of science. Surely somebody's done this before. I'm going to get all of them. Is that okay? Yeah. Have you had that before? Do people get all of them?
Not all of the steps, but
So is this a one-off pizza?
yeah.
Yeah, right. That's good.
That's how it looks.
Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. We've got a pizza coming up with, might be a bit overkill, right? But all the available cheeses and all of the available meats. I says, has this been done before? And she says, well, no. We've not had anybody doing all the cheeses and all the meats. So there you go. This is groundbreaking stuff. Subscribe if you like this earth-shattering content. Right, that's me back in the hotel room with my pizza with the Polish telly on. I don't actually know what's going on, they're all speaking in Polish, right? I think it's a love interest between this older woman and a younger boy. It's either mother and son, but I think it's more of a romantic relationship. So I'll see how that blossoms as I'm eating my pizza. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll let you know in the morning how this pans out. Oh, he's just kissed her hand there. Aye, it's a young buck with an older cougar kind of relationship. Anyway, so this is it for part 1. Part 2 will be out very, very shortly, so please subscribe and you will be notified when it's out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in part 2. Thank you, goodbye. And sorry, I forgot to do a food review on this pizza. That is some of the best pizza I've ever had in my life. If you're going to Pizzatopia, forget your tomato sauce, get the cheese sauce. Oh my goodness gracious me.